Hi everybody, sorry I'm a little late today. Hopefully you can join me for the first of my Facebook Lives today for my 2022 celebration and mini catalogue launch event. I'm just going to try and get myself up on the page and even maybe share it to the event. I don't know, Facebook is always different every time we go on, so we will just go with that. Okay, well, I'm there, at least I can see myself, so I'll be able to see comments, hopefully. So let me know if you're there, and it's looking like it's just going to be on my business page today. Hi Karen, I finally got here. But I will share it to the event later on so that it will all be in the one place. Also, there is a host code available there for anyone wanting to place orders over the weekend. If you need me to help you, by all means give me a call and we can organise that, and I can hold off placing the order until everyone's got their payments completed. Hi Megan, great to see you too. I hope you had a great call this morning with your, is it Brisbane Heat? I'm pretty sure that's who it is. So I thought I will just very quickly do a bit of a catalogue walkthrough. I just wanted to see whether anyone was actually going to get a chance to join me live, and let you know that this afternoon I'm going to do a catalogue walkthrough. We will have a look at some of the new products that are available. I will tell you a little bit more about some of the things that are happening with our orders and shipping and everything, because as we know, COVID has started to have a bit of an effect on us with that. And of course, we will get to make something. So you haven't got a chance to do, okay, so your shoulder's not feeling well again. I saw you had a bit of cryotherapy on it again, so hopefully it will free up a little bit to be able to do some creating in the not too distant. So I'm going to try and flip this down, so bear with me because I haven't done a live for ages. The poor old PVC system is looking a bit dodgy, so we'll see if it holds up today, and I may be getting Warwick to give me a bit of a hand with that tonight, ready for tomorrow, because we'll be doing another lot of lives tomorrow afternoon starting around 2 o'clock, and hopefully I'll have different make and takes to show you and some other information to share. So let's just see if we can flip it around without losing you, and we'll go from there. Okay, I just got to tighten everything up because last time, if I remember correctly, my poor old system decided that it was going to have a bit of a meltdown, so I'm hoping it's not going to do it today. I've just got to try and get it to, oh right, okay, am I still moving? No, I think it's locked, but it's at an angle today. But anyway, we will work with it today, because as I said, you can see I've tried to dodgy it up, but I don't know how it's going to go, so we'll just go from there and see how we go. Yes, I must admit, Megan, I must love you lot, an awful lot today, because I'm missing out on my tennis today to be here. So just as well, all the good matches are on tonight. Can't wait for Thanasi's match, and let's hope he gets a finals win. So I'm just going to see if I can zoom in a little bit. Hi Matthew, good to see you too. I hear you love your crafting. So, okay, so I'm going to just quickly do a bit of a catalogue walkthrough. So Celebration is one of our biggest sales of the year for Stampin' Up. And at this stage it's on for from the 4th of January to the 28th of February this year. There may be a change to that. Just waiting on some information to be able to give you more info on that, because at the moment, as I said, COVID has played a bit of a sad trick on us for Celebration, so we only have limited items available at the moment. Stock will be arriving in the future, but for the moment some of these items are not available but will be coming in the future. So we've got our Island Vibes stamp set, our Daffodil Afternoon Designer Series paper, Catching Butterflies and Driving By stamp sets. Those items are all coming. What we do have that has turned up this week is the Sunshine and Rainbows Designer Series paper. So let's just see if I can give you a bit of a close-up of those. So that one has come in this week. It also coordinates with the Rainbow of Happiness bundle, which is in the January to June mini catalogue. We have got our Simply Marvellous paper, and it's a 6x6. It is gorgeous paper. I do have some of that, and we will be using some of it in our make and take later on today. And this paper is currently available to earn as a free item with $90 spent, as is our Awesome Otters stamp set. So this particular stamp set is available, again with another $90 spend. So those two are available. And we also have got this one, which is the Friendly Hello stamp set and the Designer Series paper. So it's actually a bundle of both the stamp set and the paper, and it's $180 spend. So I'm hoping I'm getting these pretty much in shot. It's hard to tell when you haven't done it for a little while. Oh, Seahawk stuff with a marble paper. That sounds interesting, Megan. I'm loving this paper too, Matthew. I think it's just so versatile for so many different things. So this one is the Special Moments stamp set. Now, I have gotten it, so I'm not 100% sure, but it is with $180 spend. I believe it could be available, but don't quote me on that one. I do know that we can host, as with Celebration always, if you host a workshop, you get additional benefits during Celebration. So this year, if you place any party or personal order of $500 Australian, that's before your shipping, etc., you could actually earn this Calming Camellia stamp set for free. Now, it's gorgeous. I have got that. We will actually be using that as one of our make and takes, more likely tomorrow than today. And of course, there's a great joining opportunity during Celebration. It's always good value, our starter kit. At $169, you'll get $235 worth of products of your choosing. But this time, you will be able to choose 2 free stamp sets. So that's your additional bonus for joining during Celebration. Okay, so that's the Celebration brochure. And I just want to go on to the mini catalogue, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you some of these products in a little bit more of a close-up. Okay, I'm just reading notes and bits and pieces, or trying to keep up with comments, because once the phone's up, I don't get to see them. Okay, so you got the Simply Marvellous, Karen, and the Friendly Hello stamp set and paper. Fantastic. Which one did you get? One for you and Matthew? I didn't quite catch up with that one. But the Friendly Hello suite, I do like it. It's something a little bit different in that you can actually stamp on the paper as well as just use it. The stamp set coordinates with some of the images on the paper, which I think gives it another layer of versatility as to what you can do with it. So, okay, so I'm going to move on to this one, having a quick sip of drink, because of course I talk a lot during these. So I must admit, I haven't done anything much with my Friendly Hello suite, but I've only really had 2 days to play because I've had the grandkids through most of the holidays. So, our mini catalogue, absolutely gorgeous. I love that they've put the index at the front here, that they've got your product suites and your numbers, so it does make it a lot easier. And of course, it includes your bundles index and your catalogue at a glance. So they are extremely helpful. We'll skip to those at the end so I can show you. But these little icons down the bottom, bundles, you save 10% by buying products as a bundle of a stamp set and a die or punch set. The quick and easy projects are ones that you can do in 10 to 15 minutes. They're designed for something quick and easy and geared a lot at beginner crafters. The distinctive stamps, those are actually ones that are creating depth on the single stamp. So you'll notice it with the Carmen Camellia. You can stamp it once, but it will give you depth and shading. Okay, and then the mini, we've got our mini stamp and cut and emboss machine. Not all dies will fit and folders will fit through that. So just make sure you check out this icon here to make sure that the products will actually fit in your mini stamp and emboss machine. Okay, so first up, our Making a Difference program. Stampin' Up actually donates money to different things, and a lot of the things that they do, they support demonstrators in making a difference. So just have a look at the hashtag and you can see all the different things that both Stampin' Up and demonstrators have done to actually make a difference. Okay, so there is a page about kits. Our Stampin' Up kits, just gorgeous, all inclusive. They don't always have a block. Most of them do, but they will note if they don't. Some of them are ones that don't require stamping, like this little butterfly one here. I've done that with the grandkids. They just loved it. Our kits, because of all the COVID and everything else, they've extended our kit availability. So the ones that are there are going to be available for a little bit longer than what they originally planned. So you've still got a chance to get hold of them. And don't forget, Paper Pumpkin. I'm going to touch on the Hope Box tomorrow, which is one of the latest Paper Pumpkin kits. Only available while supplies last, the Paper Pumpkin ones. They do a couple of them each year. So our first suite is the Sweet Talk one, which is geared at Valentine's, but not necessarily restricted just to Valentine's. The great thing with this is you have got one code number that you could order one of everything in the suite. It comes with a bundle, a embossing folder, some cute little boxes. We all know I love boxes, so of course I've gotten those. Some iridescent rhinestones, some red ribbon, which, hello, I'm lady in red, so I always love the red ribbon, and some lovely designer series paper. So over the page, it shows you a closer look at what the stamp set is, and it also gives you a little bit of a idea of what the dies are. These are shown later on in the catalogue so that you can get a closer look at the dies rather than the stamp set, and it indicates that you can use it through the mini. I actually ended up going with the Love and Happiness bundle because it has one of these new multi-hybrid embossing folder and die sets. So it actually comes with a embossing folder that can be used with the dies and put the die through the machine. So it's very, very exciting, these new hybrid ones. I thought it was a great one because it's got lots of sentiments, and it's can be used for weddings and other various events, not just Valentine's Day. So that's why I sort of went with that one. Oh, you got that one, Megan. Okay, cool. Love it. Then, of course, you've got this other one, which is the Gumball Greetings bundle. It, again, is geared towards Valentine's Day, but can be used for a lot of other things. And it's got these gorgeous frosted beads. I think they're just cute. You could use them in so many other shaker cards, not just for gumballs. And this next one over the page, on the facing page, is the Nuts and Bolts. Such a cute stamp set. So suitable for boys' cards, masculine cards, even little girls will love a robot. So I've actually got this one. I think it's just very, very cute. And it seems to have been very, very popular with a lot of people. Yeah, I like the gumball machine too. I actually had one from previous catalogues, Matthew, so I didn't end up getting this one this time. I just went with the with the robots for the grandkids. So then this one, the flowering fields. Now, up until this week, we had issues with being able to get this designer series paper. I believe it has come into stock this week. So make sure you check out the flowering fields. There's some cute little brass butterfly embellishments, which are very useful for a lot of different things. So again, a sweet collection has one of each of the products shown. So there's 2 bundles. There's ribbon, there's embellishments, and there's paper. And of course, then you've got your 1 code number to order the lot. Over the page gives you a close-up look at both of the stamp sets included in that suite. So you've got the flowering tulips, and then you've got the tulip fields. And again, showing you the bundles down the bottom. I don't want to spend too long on each page, or we'll be here for all afternoon just doing the catalogue walkthrough. So I'm just trying to move it along. So apologies if I miss any comments. Okay, so the Rainbow of Happiness, it's been very, very popular. It comes as a stamp set and die bundle, and it's currently available. We've got a gorgeous little cloud punch, and then the Friends of the Forest actually coordinates with the Dear Builder punch that we had in the Christmas catalogue. Rainbows, of course, for LJ Megan. I've seen some lovely projects. I'm not sure whether the Flowering Field suite is available yet. It would be something you'd have to just double check in the store, because I'm not sure. The paper's only just come this week. So your best bet is always to check the online store. If you're ordering from me, that is at wendyhodkinson.stampingup.net. And you always check the online store, and that gives you the most up-to-date availability of products. So I'm not 100% sure on that one, because it's only come in at the end of this week. So on this next one, we've got our gorgeous little ladybug. So it comes as a bundle with a punch. So you've got the Hello Ladybug, and then the Wildflower Path. This is a standalone stamp set. It's photopolymer, it's 2 steps, so you can stamp your stems and then stamp your flowers, and you can get different shading, as you can see in these samples here. So that's the Wildflower Path, and you can see there's a little icon there. So this is a quick and easy card to do with those stamps. So just keep your eye out for those through the catalogue. Your next suite is the Symbols of Fortune. I don't believe the suite is available. We're still waiting on the designer series paper, but you can get some of the individual elements. I know you can get the polished dots and the mother of pearl, because I've already got those, and I'm assuming you can get the bundle, because quite a few of them have become available towards the end of this week. Some products, of course, have been pushed out to the end of the month. So then you've got your Crane of Fortune stamp set and dies. And then you've got this bundle, which is just a bundle. It's not included in its own suite. It's the Paradise Palms bundle. So you've got your different palm trees, and you can see, I don't know if you can see, if I put it up a bit closer, if you can see there that you've got a little outline around the stamps. That indicates that they have dies or punches to go with them. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not sure if it's showing up terribly well on camera, because it's only a very pale outline. But that gives you an idea of what's included in the dies that go with them. Another bundle is our Boughs and Blossoms. So you've got some cute little blossoms and boughs, as it says, and it's a punch bundle. So it comes with a great little blossom punch, bough punch, I should say. Okay, and then we move on to Easter. So we've got our gorgeous little Easter friends with our little bunny, our little ducky, and our little chicken. They haven't got a religious Easter stamp set this year. There could be one in the annual catalogue, don't quote me, but they've got this one with some very nice sentiments and some cute little animals. You like the symbols of fortune? Yes. It's just something a little bit different, isn't it, to what the we've already had. So I'm just trying to go back and read through some comments while I'm going. Yes, I've got the butterflies that are on stage 2, Megan. Ladybugs is on my list. I went with the hedgehogs this time, but the ladybugs are definitely on my list. The wildflower one, I've seen lots of gorgeous things done. Not a big flower person really myself, and I've got so many stamp sets after 15 years. I'm a little bit picky and choosy over which flower ones I get, but I do think it's lovely. Next sweet, yes, waiting till the sweet's ready. Oh good, you can see the outline, good. And I love that little bunny. He is super, super cute. I know it doesn't fall in spring, but usually there's a happy Easter sentiment, or there's something that we can actually use for Easter. And there's plenty of other sentiment stamp sets that we can, you know, use around that without having to use the spring. Don't forget too, you can always use your Stampin' Right markers to colour just the section of stamp that you want, and not use the spring part of a stamp. Okay, so next one, we're moving on. The Garden Greenhouse bundle. So you've got your greenhouse stamp set and dies to go with that. A little bit of promo on our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We've got our flowering rain boots. They had a paper pumpkin. No. Was it a paper pumpkin or was it a kit? Might have been a kit that had the flowering rain boots that was very popular, and I think they did have a paper pumpkin in the States, and so they brought out this gorgeous flowering rain boots bundle with dies. And then you've got your Kite Delight. Well, this is something a little bit different. Again, it can be masculine, it can be feminine, it can be kids. So just something a little bit different to the normal that we get. Yeah, the rain boots are quite cute. I'm pretty sure there is a kit that has got rain boots in it, so you could certainly team it with that bundle as well. So this suite, the Artfully Composed suite, I think that this one is available as a suite. I know every time I see this one, it makes me think of my friend Jane, because Jane loves the, I think they're Monsteras. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, I think they're Monsteras. But anyway, she loves these plants, and so when I saw this in the catalogue, I immediately thought of her. So it's got again a bundle. It's got some white frayed ribbon. It's got some sea glass shapes, some vellum designs, so 12 by 12 vellum sheets that you can use as an overlay or a background, and the designer series paper. So here's the stamp set, and comes again, as I said, as a bundle. So absolutely gorgeous. Okay, yes, there was definitely a kit, yes. Is that this one, Megan, that you're getting for the New Zealand trips? Was it this Artfully Composed? So on, yes, it's available as a suite. Yes, it was one of the only suites, and it was the one that wasn't on my list either, Karen. And I thought that would be right. Anyway, it will all turn up in the warehouse. We just have to be a little bit patient and work with what is available. So, you know, we'll just do the best we can. So I did end up getting the Dahlia Days bundle, which it was my, do I get it? Do I not get it? And I really liked the full die, and this particular sample here, that's what sold me, was the full die with the dahlias. And I love this little note label. So I thought, yep, I can end up doing that one, and it'll be one of the ones that hopefully we'll get to see some ink. Okay. The flower one I did get after seeing a lot of flurry of activity online, and the samples in the catalogue sold me, was this flowing flowers. I love it because of the different graduated depth in the images, because they're distinctive stamps, and I just thought that it was very soft and feminine, and it's got some really great sentiments, particularly sending a card instead of a text. I thought that was cute. Time for a happy dance. And you know, you've got just a note, I like you, thank you, and happy birthday, which are always sentiments that you can use, you know, a lot of the time. So I do really like the sentiments in this one. Okay, sentiment's really nice in this one or the one before, Karen. I like the sentiments in the Dahlia Days as well. And this one's quite good too, if you like a flowy font. Flowy font. Oh my goodness. Put my teeth back in and try again. Okay, the Daffodil Daydream Bundle. Now this is one that does coordinate with designer series paper that will be on offer, with any luck, during celebration. So it is for Mother's Day. So it has got a stamp set and dies. Comes as a bundle. Okay, so let's hope that that will become available sooner rather than later. We've got the Seize the Day, which is another lovely nautical themed bundle. So we've got, you know, our gorgeous little foliage, I suppose you could say, and our little creatures, and some really nice dies in the bundle. You can see this gorgeous one here. Actually, if I bring that up a bit closer. So you've got that gorgeous one there in the blue card. That's actually a die that creates that lovely frame. So it's just a little bit different to normal. Okay, sorry, drinking away again. Okay, oceanfront. We've had a lot of scenery stamp sets over the years. We've had waterfront, we've had snowfront. So it's another front, it's an oceanfront. So this will create beautiful beachy scenes. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of different scenery cards, that they don't just do them as an oceanfront one. They've done it as all sorts of different things to create skies and grass and ground and everything. So there's a lot of different options with that. Just having trouble getting my pages apart today. Now this particular bundle, the Amazing Silhouettes, I have it because for those that attended on stage, we were actually gifted this stamp set. So I'd already decided that I was going to get the dies because I thought they were great, because they had the words and then they had the shadow outline behind them. And I thought, okay, I'll get the dies. Not really sure about the stamp set, but in true fashion, that was the stamp set that we were given as a freebie, as well as the brass butterflies and the white frayed ribbon as attendees of On Stage. So luckily I've ended up with the bundle after all. So Eden's Garden. Now Eden's Garden has been out for a little while. It is one that was an early release. So both customers and demonstrators have been able to get hold of this for a month or two. And so there were additional products that were available, as in, I believe there was designer series paper and maybe a ribbon or embellishments. I can't remember. I didn't end up getting it myself, but the bundle itself has continued on, but those extras have now been retired, so they're no longer available. But you've got the Eden's Garden bundle. The New Horizons suite. So this is my sad story, because this was my favourite suite. This was the one I had to have, couldn't wait to have, and purposely have not ordered, because the suite as a suite is not available. You can get the stamp set and the dies. You can get the ribbon. You can get the pebbles enamel shapes. You cannot, however, get the designer series paper as yet. Hopefully we'll be able to get it by the end of the month, but that is the one that I am holding off on getting until the end of the month. Okay, I'm reading back through all my little thingies now. Yes, I've got to be very careful how I say things, Megan. Put the teeth back in. Yes, the day-to-day sentiments, I thought they were good. Yes, they would be good for sympathy cards. I thought that myself. Definitely, as I said, I was only going to get the dies. I didn't end up getting I wasn't going to get the stamps, but I did end up getting them. Didn't end up getting Eden's Garden, so I'm pleased that you like it, Megan. The cotton paper. Oh, yes, cotton paper and DSP. Right, okay, got you. Yes, so those particular ones that were with the Eden's Garden are no longer available. This is, as I said, my favourite suite. Can't wait to get this paper. Loving it. The Simply Marvellous is a nice option as well, but this is the one that I'm waiting on. Okay. I didn't mind this as well, the Eclectic Garden. It was unusual. It's not something I'm usually drawn to, but I just really liked the shadow effects here, that you don't actually have to physically colour the images as shown in this card here. You can just use these shadows and actually roughly colour your images. So for those that don't like colouring, don't like using the blends or the markers or the pencils or even the pastels for that matter, that's something that you can just colour with ink. And it's, you know, sort of a very abstract look. So, you know, near enough is good enough. So particularly good for a beginner stamper, that one, I think, because a lot of the shading and that is done for you. So background stamps, we've got a couple in this catalogue. We've got the Timeless Tiles and we've got the Gentle Waves. So, you know, the background stamps, the only thing I would say about those is they are large stamps. I tend to keep them in my case or use them with my Stamparatus. So that's what I sort of think with that one. Okay. Hi, Susan. Good to see you on too, darling. Okay, I'm just going back and trying to read through my comments so I don't get myself too far ahead, so I know what I'm answering. Stockpile the cotton. Yeah, okay. So fragile. Okay, well, I didn't, as I said, didn't end up getting it. So hanging out for the Heart and Home suite. Well, I did get some of that for as part of the on stage, but I am waiting on the B stamp set that goes with that. So we'll just see how we go. Okay, so the Soaring Swallows bundle. So you've got all these gorgeous birds that are two-step and comes with dies again. Okay, this one is the Grassy Grove bundle, and it's again got another frame to help you create scenery in the dies, as well as some gorgeous scenery type stamps included in the stamp set. Okay. Abstract Beauty. Now we all know that I don't mind a bit of abstract, and I actually didn't mind this suite. I wasn't overly enthused with the bundle because that just wasn't me, but I have ended up getting the cards and envelopes. Now I will say with the cards and envelopes, they are different to normal. They are a good size card, but all of them are different. So there's no double ups in the pack at all. So there's 10 different cards and envelopes, and you've sort of got to mix and match to, they're not strictly matching, so you can mix and match a little bit however you like. The Abstract Beauty paper, again, lovely. We'll be doing something with that in the make and takes. It's a new size. It's 6x4, so there's not much to cut off for our cards. So also a great size if you want to do a little bit of matting and that sort of thing with your scrapbooking and those sorts of things. Particularly if you've still got any of the pocket pages from our Memories and More pocket pages, they would have fitted in that lovely. Okay, so this is your bundle. So you've got the stamp set, and then you've got a lot of shakes dies, which a lot of people have been doing some really interesting things with. Okay, I'm going back and having a little read. Yes, I know you got the Hey Sports fan. Anytime you want to post any of those, Megan, just add them to either my business page if the events are over. Just pop them on there. We'd love to see what you're creating. Okay, there have been some lovely cards created with that Grassy Grove bundle. Okay, so then we've got Happy and Heartfelt. I know, as far as I know, I'm not sure whether this stamp set is available or not. There was a post put up the other day that all the stamp sets were now in. So I'm hoping it is, because I really liked it as a great all-round sentiment stamp set. I do love my sentiments. I just find that you can't go wrong with a sentiment stamp set, because you can use it with your existing stamps or with all your new stamps. So, okay. So, something else different. They always like to bring out new and interesting things, which I love, because it's not the same old all the time. The fonts on the sentiments and the dies, but not, yeah, okay. Yes. The fonts in this one, I'm assuming. And yeah, as I said, I wasn't fussed on the stamp set or the bundle, but I did like the paper. So, I have, however, gotten the Slim Sayings bundle, because this is something that's on trend at the moment, are these long slimline cards. And there's a couple of dies and borders that you can use, and it also comes with some gorgeous slim line envelopes. And we're always looking for larger sentiments to put on cards as well, because a lot of the time we have trouble with sentiments and things being too small, and you can't really do a card front. So this one solves that problem. And then you've got your best delivery, which has got your little delivery truck, and you can see your slimline envelopes. Now there's 3 different colors, and there's 3 different patterns, I believe, inside. So they're soft succulent and a white and a smoky slate. So yes, they would be good on scrapbook pages. Okay, so the anyway, Ranunculus Romance, I'm going with that bundle. It's more a vintage floral stamp set, and for those that love vintage, it is again a gorgeous stamp set. I really struggle with doing vintage. It just doesn't seem to be up my alley, but I'm sure there will be some absolutely gorgeous creations with this stamp set. And again, it is a cling set with gorgeous red rubber, so you're going to get some beautiful stamped images with the detail in the stamps. Bragworthy is another stamp set that is just sentiments. And I just sort of thought, I always tend to buy a slightly humorous stamp set, and I do them particularly for using with my husband for cards for him. So anyway, so these you've got your friendship is as bragworthy as a dress with pockets. Oh my goodness, everyone loves pockets at Dixie Lane in the shop. Everyone says, oh my gosh, it's a bonus, it's got pockets. 5-star would recommend you as a friend. Well, that's always good. Thanks for being the person I overthink things with. 1 minute you're young and cool, and the next you're getting excited over new towels. Happy birthday. Isn't that just so much fun? I'm here for you. Seriously, try to get rid of me. Just try. Look at you doing grown-up things and stuff. I just think that they are quite good, and particularly for teenagers, it's so hard to get a sentiment that they will find cool. We've also got the Stripes and Splatters 3D embossing folders. Don't forget them. They're sort of hiding up the top there. It's a set of 2 folders, and they are the slimline ones, so they will fit through the mini machine. Okay, yes, I can see the vintage. Did you get the ranunculus one? Is that the one, Karen? I think it's gorgeous, but it's, as again, just not my style. Bragworthy, love it. Yes, it's a great one for Mum. Yes, love it. So, as I said, I can see somebody for each of these sentiments, so I had to get that one. Now, you will note that there is a gorgeous little 1 million sales achiever bundle badge on this one. This is Sam Hammond-Donald's stamp set. She is our #1 demonstrator in the UK. Gorgeous, gorgeous person. I've been in contact with Sam quite a bit over the course. And this is her stamp set that she's done. So you can create a lot of different things. This particular flourish reminds me of the Baroque motifs that we had ages and ages ago that I used to death. And then you've got some cute little birds, some butterflies, some flowers, and leaves, and a whole lot of swirls that you can just create so many continuous patterns with it. So again, something different. This one, Megan, the Muscat, I thought it was just so good, and yeah, love. It's not the one that I thought that she would put out, but I think it's going to be a very, very well utilised stamp set. So in the moment on this side is one that we got as on-stage attendees. This was our stamp set that we received in our bag, in our swag bag, which is just gorgeous. I love the colouring options because you all know that I love my watercolouring and any sort of colouring. So this stamp set will be featured in a make and take. So it's got some nice sentiments and some lovely images. The Heart and Home Suite was one that we actually focused on it on stage, and it was one that we got a select bundle for. So we didn't get everything, we only got some of the products. And at the moment, yes, I'm waiting on the Honeybee Home bundle. The entire suite is not available, but parts of it are. So you can get the Blessings of Home bundle. You can get the Hive 3D folder, the denim ribbon, the matte dots, the doilies, the Memories and More card pack, and the cards and envelopes, and the designer series paper. The only thing you can't get is this bundle here, which has got the little bees. So it's the Honeybee Home bundle. So it's the one that's not available. It's holding up the suite. And then the Blessings of Home. So, but as I said, things are coming into the warehouse all the time. Just make sure you check the online store. Again, if you need to find one quickly, you can go to my website. My online store is at www.wendyhodkinson.stampinup.net, and just go to the Shop Now tab, and you'll be able to see whether or not and when these products are available. And once this one's in, then that entire suite will be. And yes, I really, I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do either, Megan, but I really do like it. It's one of the ones that we usually get these stamp sets, and it's not always my style of stamp set that we get at these events. So I was surprised how much I actually liked this particular one. And yeah, I'm waiting on these bees too. Holding out for the bees. Okay, so we've got a couple of single stamps. We haven't had single stamps for a little while, so it's nice to see a little bit of a return to them. And for those of us that love reading, I enjoy every chapter of our friendship. So this is, as you can see on the card, it's a reasonably large stamp. This is only at 70%, so just remember that it is larger than what is shown. And then this one is More Love. The world needs more love notes. Okay, so that's those. And then you've got another cute little critter one. I'm a big sucker for these. So Catch You Later, you've got the cute little monkeys, the cat looking at the fish. It's like, oh my goodness. And these cute little birds. Now, to me, they look like a little quail. I could be wrong, but, I never know what half these things are, because a lot of them are American-based. But you know that I love my colouring, so I had to have this particular stamp set as well. Yeah, I thought you'd like the book one. And yes, I wouldn't have got that stamp set if I didn't go to On Stage either. Are you talking about the one that we got, the blessing, the house and home? Yeah. Happy hedgehogs. I ended up getting the hedgehogs because I'm a sucker for hedgehogs. Love them. Comes with a punch, so you can have your base hedgehog and his little spiky bits. So yes, comes as a bundle, quite reasonably priced as well. Then this one, you've got Celebrating You. I do know that this one is available because I had ordered it a while ago, and unfortunately we no longer have the option of back orders. I think I ordered it on the last day that we had that option, and I know that mine has just shipped this week, so I do know that it's available. I think this is one of the best stamp sets in the catalogue for sentiments because it has all the different occasions. It's got birthday, Father's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, anniversary, you know, one for a wedding, and then there's a lot of other ones that can be used for a lot of other occasions. So yep, loving the monkeys. Yes, Catch You Later is very cute. I've seen lots of cards with it. Of course, the Happy Hedgehogs for your Brian May pages, Megan. The other thing on this one that I don't want you to miss out on is these gorgeous butterflies and flowers layering decorative masks. Now, you might have seen, let's just see if that's going to go in the right spot because it's really hard. I've got to hold it for a bit to see if it's going to go. There we go. Anyway, so those are butterflies and flowers layering decorative masks. Now, they layer over the top of each other to create some designs, and fantastic with your blending brushes. Yeah, I just think that this sentiment stamp set is very, very versatile. Next one we're going to go on to is the Cactus Cuties. So, loving the Cactus Cuties. I did think of getting it for Steph actually because obviously she's such a cactus fan. And it is on my list. It just hasn't made it into my order yet. But there's still time. I mean, I've got to at least save to have enough in my order for host rewards for the next order. So I can't order everything at once. Mind you, the budget doesn't cope with everything at once either. Okay, so Lucky You. Love the little shadow watercolor effects behind the words. Again, going to be using that on one of our make and takes. The supple shimmer paper. Now, just a bit of a disclaimer. It's not actually a blue paper. It's a pink and more, it's more iridescent, clear white color that'll pick up whatever color you have with it. So I will let you know that that is actually, it's not blue. Okay, so, and for any other catalogue corrections, just make sure you head onto the catalogue corrections page. If you want to download the catalogue again at my website, it will have that, and it will have the catalogue corrections and everything else there as well. So I know that this is a bundle and suite that Megan is using for the sports fan. And yes, when I saw this in the catalogue, I thought of you straight away. So, okay, let me just go back and have a quick look. I'll leave you on that page while I have a bit of a look at comments so I can just not get too far ahead of myself here. Yes, loving the cacti. Okay. Yes, and I knew that you were creating some things for this for me, Megan, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you do. So again, and for those that like baker's twine, there's baker's twine in this particular suite as well. So let's just flip you over the page. Oh, okay. It must have, oh yes, it's got a larger view of the stamp set there, that's why. And then you've got the Let's Set Sail, which is always great for masculine cards. It's a stamp and punch bundle, so it's again good value. You've got the Wildlife Wonder, which I think is probably a little bit more geared at our American market. but that's not to say that we can't find things that we can use these beautiful stamps for as well. Yeah, I think that the Hey Sports Fan's quite versatile with the different sports that you can do. The twine is always handy. You know, it can be used for so many other things. So as I said, you know, if the sweet isn't your cup of tea, then some of the accessories may be. So don't discount the accessories throughout the catalogue, because they can be used with a lot of other products, not just the sweet that they're intended for use with. Okay, hat builder dies and that. Yep, okay, cool. Righto. And if you're into gardening, you've got a home and garden bundle, so that you've got the different dyes that you can create, all the different tools. So it would be great as a masculine one, as well as ladies that garden as well. Then of course you've got the Brave Vikings. So that's another cute stamp set that you could use for colouring, and those different cards. I probably won't be getting that one personally, but there's a lot that you could do with it. Okay, yeah, animals. For the record, this is my I'm not sure one, because my husband is very into music and vinyl and all of those things, so I may weaken and get it. It's one of those ones that I've sort of put in the maybe basket, but I have seen a lot of different things done with it, and yeah, as you can see, you've got an embossed version and then just a stamped version, so there are options there. Don't forget, always use the catalogue for inspiration. Now, a little bit of an encore, so they've actually put this in the catalogue, so these are products that are continuing on. Okay, so there is actually a list of a few different things that are continuing on, and they will coordinate with some of the products that we have in this catalogue. So just make sure you check that out. As I said, bundle index, love these because it gives you a bigger version of the dies, so you can see what the dies and the punches look like. I'm just going to flip through this, but it also gives you another sample of what you can do with the products. So always make sure you check them out, and these will sort of feature the dies more so than the stamp set. The catalogue at a glance. The big thing about this, and I love that they've done this time, it's finally in alphabetical order rather than page order. So for me, that makes it so much easier, because that's how I operate. I have everything in alphabetical order. Okay, yeah, Vikings for a team. Yep, fair enough. I can see that. So yeah, so the catalogue at a glance, always great, and it does all the products, so not just the stamps, it does all the embellishments as well. Then of course there is a little blurb about hosting, which of course I'm doing online events, and I have got a workshop booked in for February, but I will mention that I am doing something a little bit different this year, just because I don't have as much time as I previously had with needing more hours to care for mum. I am limiting workshops to customers only, so I'm not going to be doing workshops for downline and other demonstrators. I'm just going to be doing them for customers, purely because I don't have as much free time to allocate for workshops as I previously had. So I apologise if that inconveniences anyone, but just wanting to make mention of that. And of course, you can always join and become a demonstrator yourself and find out all these interesting tidbits. So the last thing as we go through is the host stamp set. So these of course are for either a party or an individual order of $250 or more in Australia. And you've got your mischievous mice and your expressions of friendship. Now both these are heavily subsidised, so that they are a lot cheaper as a host item. They cannot be purchased any other way. You must host a workshop and qualify to purchase them with your host reward dollars. Okay, so that is the catalogues. I just wanted to quickly, yes, I like the pictures as well, yep. Yes, it does make it easier to know the name of the products and then be able to find them, because a lot of the time you're looking at something in a suite, or you might have seen something posted online and they've got the name of what the stamp set is. If you want more information, then you can automatically go to that index at the back and find them, etc. So I just wanted to close this particular live because I wanted to separate them a little bit and have the different things in different lives. So I am going to have a break, short break. I'll probably be back at about 3:30 and we'll go through some of the products and I'll show you some close-ups of the products. And then after that, I'll be doing the make and takes. But I just wondered, before I close, I'll flip it back down to me and let's see if I can get it to work and do all the things it's supposed to, because of course everything's moved to where it was even when I started. So let's just see if I can loosen that off without it all falling out. This will be interesting. Right, there's the fan. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Okay, whoop. I've popped out of my socket. How about that? Okay, so I'm just going to be holding this for a minute. So I'm just going to close by saying thanks so much for joining me. I will be back shortly at 3:30 and we will have a closer look at some of the products that I've got. So you'll be able to see some of the stamp sets and some of the dies in close-up, and we'll go through some of the paper and everything as well. So hopefully I will get to see you all again soon, and I'll just go and put my filming gear back together. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.